So we have Delissa, Deshawn. Could you change your names to your group name? Somebody's name Baby Yoda. Could you change your name, please?
Change it. We came out and put it back in. So you could just remove the Sean and the listen. No.
Okay. All right, so we have Brazilian Brethren. We have Adara leading. So far, we have Bible Hunters. Right behind, we have Denisha, Bible Hunters. Oh, we have Bible Hunters by 2. We have Denisha and Keela. Head on head. Adara still takes the lead. And we have Blank, Amelia. Oh, Amelia is back up to 3rd. Oh, we have Blank, Amelia, Team Blank, back on top. We have Brazilian Brethren right below. Amelia has come a long way. We have Bible Hunters, Denisha is very much involved. We have 9 persons already completing this first round. Ah, 12 persons finished. Right, just two more to be completed. And what you're seeing here, for the viewers, you will see here that the green bar is for those questions that they would have completed and got it correct. The red is for those that they were not able to answer. Right, so we're just waiting on one more person.
Well, Wendell, it seems as if our participants were doing some studying.
Very much so.
Yes, but we realized that some of them, actually everyone got at least one wrong. Let's hope that as they advance to the other stages, that they do a little better. Of course, I might not have been doing as well.
Oh, Yes. So what we are asking our participants to do, you'll be going into the second round straight away. So keep that. So what you need to do is to make sure you join myquiz.com and get ready. Get ready for the next round. The code will be given very shortly.
So Wendell, I wonder what really goes into preparing for this Bible connection. I wonder what diet, they use. If they get up on mornings and exercise or, eat a lot of onions, I don't know. What do you think goes into preparation for this Bible connection?
Read.
Well, somebody said read. I see that Amelia is on top, so I wonder if Amelia has the secrets that we can share in the coming years as we prepare. I don't know. I mean, onion is very strong, it may be potent, and maybe you need some sort of potency, to get, your mind running to be able to remember all of the details in these Bible readings.
Correct.
What do you say, Wendell?
Well, I strongly believe that we have someone in the making here. So we would be contacting those who we have seen, have made such big progress, and we want to urge them to go further.
Yes, we really want to urge them to go further. I do hope that in the next rounds that we will be able to see some other teams, coming up on top. But we see that the Brazilians are doing well just as they do in the football.
Yes, that's correct.
So Wendell, what's the next round?
All right, so the next round will be 20 questions at this time. So what we would do, we would take the scores at this time, the scorers. Right, so we
Wendell,
have,
can you read out our scores first, please?
so we have persons who I don't think they are in a group. So I will need to end it. All right, so we have blank Amelia with 1500. 15,800. We have Brazilian Brethren Adara at 14,450. We have Bible Hunters Denisha with 13,340. We have blank Saraya Edwards, 12,690. We have Bible Hunters again, the Lissa, with 11,910. We have blank Daki with 11,100. We have Bible Hunters Kila with 10,760. We have Bible Hunters Dishon with 10,600. Then we have blank Janine with 8,500. We have Bible Hunters again, Himari with 7,980. Nairan Pierre, he is blank as well, 7,410. And we have Brazilian Brethren, Jolene, with 6,850. and Joshua, Brazilian brethren, for 2,200. So those are the scores.
Well, we have a wide range of scores, and I must say there's quite a lot of steps to go to beat Amelia, but I'm sure that the others can do it. So as we go on to our next round, I want our participants to shake off any disappointment they may feel in the first round, because of course, you will be able to make up for it in the other rounds.
Excuse me, guys. All those who are supporting the YouTube link is up. I posted it in the chat, so you all can go over to YouTube now. All of the supporters, that is.
All right, so we're going on to do we have all our judges? Have they taken all the scores as yet? Just to get a word from the scorers, did we get all the, or do I need to repost? Are you all seeing the scores?
Okay, so our judges can put in the chat if they need any clarification.
I just want to confirm, Wendell and Kizzy, that you're speaking about the scorers, speaking to the scorers and not the judges. No?
Yes, you're speaking to the scorers, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
to the scorers. Are we unclear about any of the figures? Because I'm hearing persons are saying it's a bit blurry.
It is a bit blurry.
But because you should be on your device, I don't think you should see it blurry.
It's blurry for participants too.
It is very blurry. Well, so let's go on to the other
Right.
to the other.
You could make it out though.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for the score.
Okay.
All right, so let's head on to the second quiz. No, on there. Okay. All right, so what we are asking for the participants, do not watch the screen. You're not watching the screen, the Zoom, you're watching your own device. All right.
So make sure you take a deep breath. If you have to take a sip of that cayenne water that you are using to have that energy and that blood pumping, you go right ahead. Whatever you have to do, say that prayer. All right. I know that, Arima, we are very, very resourceful. So I don't know, Agape, if you all have that concoction, to help with the memory, you all go ahead, Makesi, you're good at that. Brazil seems to have it down pack. Pinto, come on. I believe in you. as Wendell believes in Brazil.
Ah,
We can do this.
I love that. I love it.
Please support Wendell.
I would like to see who is going to top this Bible connection today. I do have my suspicions. However, it is quite exciting to figure out who the winners would be. And you know, it's interesting because today we're not just looking for one winner. We actually have different categories. Wendell, would you like to tell us some of those categories?
All right. So we do have persons who would have scored overall in terms of their speed and accuracy, right? So there would be a person, there would be an award for that. Secondly, we have an award for person who would have answered the most correct, who would have had the most correct answers, right? So we would be given an award for that. Then there's an award for the most difficult question, right? There is an award for that as well. And then we have a group award, I guess. At the end, the group that would have scored the highest points, they would be awarded a group prize, right?
So it seems that we're trying to make a lot of people winners.
Definitely.
That's good. So
Right.
do we have any clues about the difficult question?
Wow. Well, that will be up to the scorers because they would see it on their dashboard as to what that difficult question is, right? So let's head on to our next quiz. Right, and this quiz is 10 questions, and this would complete round 2. Right, so I would be putting in the Zoom chat, check the Zoom chat, you would see the code. I won't share the screen just yet. Right, so the
Okay. Yeah.
right, so the code is up, everyone. You could join, same joinmyquiz.com. The code is 262006. Yes, this is round 2. Round 2. And then there are
Let's see
persons
how
raring
well
to
we're going to be doing. Yes, in round 2. I'm seeing the excitement on people's faces, Wendell. And
This
I
is
really,
still, yes, let me just pause. Someone asked. This is the 10 to 15 age group. So 10 to 15 only.
And the code. Excuse me, sir. What was the code?
262006.
so Wendell should share the screen and show the code. Some people are saying they got sweaty palms and they're feeling cold, they're feeling warm, they're trembling, they don't know what's going to be happening. But don't worry, if you read Psalms, you're going to get it.
Excuse me, sir. Can you put the code in the chat, please?
All right, so
262006.
the code is in the chat. It's 262006.
Kizia seem to be signed out for some reason.
Signed out of quizzes.
Hmm.
You know?
No.
But you're here. That's okay. You're right here. We're seeing you.
Okay.
And you're a co-host. You can send the link to Kern, and Kern can share it, share the screen.
All right, so we have everyone. Everyone is in?
All right, so we have Bible Hunters. Is that Kalai? Bible Hunters. Okay, we have Elizabeth. We have
Alright,
Jolene. We have
the
Tamari.
Let me pause. We're just asking that the scorers, they not sign into the they would not be signing into the program itself. All right, so I will just be removing the scorers. Right. Anyone else? We have 13 persons. Right. You're ready to go. We have Brazilian, we have Bible Hunters, we have Blank.
The churches who are represented here this afternoon from the Arima district of churches are, we have Pinto Tumpuna, we have Brazil. Who else do we have? Wendell?
So just for the 10 to 15 age group, we have Agape, no, not Agape, we have La Hoqueta and Brazil.
Okay. So let's see what we're going to do. Are we ready to start?
Yes, we are.
I think we're ready, so let's go and click that button. And they are off. Wow, we've seen one person already jump to the front. The Brazilians seem to be on top already, but then it looks as if those from the Hoqueta are giving them a fight as well.
Ooh. And off to a good run. We already have Bible Hunters leading.
Yes, we do.
They're really digging in as hunters. Have the Nisha
Hunter
leading.
should. Yes, yes. We do see that we've had some wrong answers already, and that would, of course, cause the ranking to go a bit lower. But
Yes.
there's also those who may have speed. And
That's correct.
And there's the chance to redeem yourself, of course.
Kizzy, what is interesting is that you could be in 8th place, and in a matter of 2 questions, you're in the top 3.
Yes. This is an object
It's
lesson.
that simple to lose that first spot.
Yeah, it's quite an object lesson, about even our salvation, right? Sometimes we feel as if we're too low down the rank, and God would not be there to buoy us up or pick us up or even save us. But there is always hope. And then on the other hand, sometimes we feel too confident, overconfident, only to realize that we have dropped in rank or
Wow.
in spirituality.
That's a very good analogy.
We see they're fighting. Amelia is fighting. She's in 2nd place. She was in 1st place in the first rounds. Seems that she's fighting there. But we do have who's on top. Wendell, I can't see the screen very well, but someone just jumped. Adara jumped to the top.
Yes,
but she was taking over again.
Adara is at the top.
Right, with Adara and the Bible. I can't see your screen. Bible Hunters, they seem to be challenging. All right, so Denisha is on top at the moment, but she can be challenged for that first position. And she has been toppled.
Wow. Amelia has been doing well so far. She came first in the first round, and now she is top in the charts.
Again in the second round.
Yeah.
Not
And
bad
it's
at all.
interesting. I don't know how many of our viewers know that we have 2 teams coming out from Brazil, and they are all from the Pathfinder classes.
Ah, well, good things are really happening. Good things are happening when you can put down 2 teams. Of course, I'm
Wow.
sure there are other churches who would have been able to put out 2 teams, but I think that Brazil jumped at the opportunity.
Yes.
So I hope next year that other churches will jump at the opportunity too.
Definitely. And as I was telling a group earlier on, I just want us to experience it so that we could see the benefits of it. We could see how enjoyable it is to study God's word. And
Yes.
so when we get involved, we are enriched.
Very true, very true. Well said. Because you can never go wrong with studying the Word of God.
Yeah. And we have Nyron Pierre in the first round. Nyron Pierre in the first round, he got a very low score, but he won this.
He won this round.
Yep.
Congratulations, Nyron Pay.
Right? So at this time, we are asking our judges to take note of the scores.
Can't see.
It's very, very fuzzy. Your screen is
It's
very fuzzy. Yes, it's very, very fuzzy. Maybe you can go into the breakout rooms with the judges while we wait.
Yeah.
So while we wait, Kern has already put a link for the next category of players. All right, let me.
That link that is posted there, that will be for those people that support teams, so that they will have a part to play also. The contestants themselves do not have to be a part, but this is a chance for the supporters to put in their show their activity in this group.
Right, and I want to endorse what Kern said. So this is strictly for the supporters. This is for you. So be a part of it. Log in. Be involved. Right, so
Even those who are on YouTube, you can log in. It's joinmyquiz.com, and you can also log in and be a part. However, they can help their church, right, Wendell?
yes.
So tell them
And
how to do that.
Right. So when the supporters would have formed their groups, you take part, your points are recorded, and you are eligible to help your team progress. So you're very much hoping that we have all our teams, our participants. I do hope that we have supporters for them so that they can assist their team.
So on the screen right now, we have the link for the supporters. So what you should do is when you're putting in your name, you should put the church next to your name, right, Wendell?
Yes.
Right. So is there an age group to this category, or?
Oh no, it's completely open.
Once you are support.
All right. Just want to get some feedback on the scorers. Are they seeing the scores for the previous round?
Wendell, would you like to go into the breakout room with them quickly? All right, for this round, you already see we have Matthew Brazil supporter, we have a Tumpuna Road supporter, so we have Daryl. I think Daryl would be from La Hoketa. We have two La Hoketa, they just put La Hoketa. We have Amelia, who is, of course, from Brazil. All right, we have people coming in. So come on, come into the quiz so that you will be able to support your church.
I see like someone also put the code as their name.
The person who put the code as their name. What we will do, we will remove you and you should put your name because we will not be able to know who that person would be going to what, okay? So scorers, once you're a co-host, can you join the breakout room?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, Wendell. There's a question here, Wendell.
Oh.
Are participants allowed to join this particular round?
No.
All right, so participants, if you're a participant, you're not allowed to join this round. This is only for supporters. So can you just log out? All those who are participants, who are Bible Connection participants, you're not allowed to participate in this round. This round is only for supporters. All right. Those persons who are scorers, you were made co-hosts. Are you able to go into the breakout room? All right, Jessica will be. Hold on, I put the surprise support in the room because I was not able to figure out who were the scorer. All right, so we have here Jessica, you're a scorer.
Yeah, Jessica's
Yes.
scorer.
Who else, please? Or Wendell, can you from your end make them co-hosts?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Just hold on, yes. Just make them co-hosts and then give back the host person.
Okay, so I don't know if persons are seeing the scores. Did anyone indicate that they are not seeing the scores?
Wendell, where did you put the scores?
Oh, well, I need to share screen.
Right, so your screen is very, very fuzzy, so they're not able to see the scores.
Oh,
So is it possible that maybe, I don't know if you can,
what I would have done, I would have just downloaded them so that they can view it.
okay. So we have to move on, but I'm trying to make, okay, all the persons say that they are, Wendell, are you making them, are you putting them as co-hosts?
don't think I have that up.
Yes, you are the host.
Yes. Alright, so Rhonda is co-host. Yes.
Okay, so just make me back host, and I will put them in because they've messaged me, so I've gotten the names. You just give me back the host.
Okay.
All right. Well, since the judges, the scorers for this event, for this category, they are different to the other scorers. Maybe we can start this segment, Wendell.
Yeah. All right. Just allow me to share screen.
Just now, this is segment that Kern has up, right?
Yeah.
So that Kern run it.
Okay.
Right. So Kern is running it. It's clearer there.
So I am going back with sharing my screen.
Yes, you are.
Okay then.
Right. Thank you for that reminder, Rennie.
Am I sending it? Could I send it to?
Wendell, let's just start this one here, because Kern has already sent the link. This is the link for the supporters.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Kern, you're sharing the YouTube. Kern, you have to share the Kern, you have to share the quizzes. No.
All right. So here's what. Let's move on. So I would just ask Kern to allow me to share so I could continue with the participant.
Kern already sent out the link.
Oh, okay.
The link is already sent out. So Kern has to share the quizzes link that was just up where all the participants are waiting. And let's run that. And while that is running, you can talk to the other judges since they're different judges for the different categories. Okay, so here's what's happening. We are doing over the link, and Kern Chapman, he's going to be sharing it. You're going to go through it again. What our supporters will be doing, they will be logging in, join my quiz. He'll be sending a new code, and we will be running that section, that category. All right, and while that is happening, we will deal with the other categories and their marks. The reason why we're doing this is because we're having some issues with the screen being very fuzzy, and so we're having someone else share that screen. So Kern will be sharing, and he'll be running that category. Right. Meanwhile, Elizabeth is a judge, is a scorer in the last section. Afia, you are a scorer as well in the last section. You will go with Wendell into the breakout room, and he would give you all of the scores from the previous section. Are there any other scorers that I have not made co-host? Elizabeth Mongrove is one. Afia Kagan is one.
Yes. We
Who
have
else?
five. We have Rhonda.
Right, Rhonda. For the last section.
Yeah.
Who else?
We have Cherise Archibald.
All right, let me find Cherise. All right, Cherise. So you all would go to quickly to the breakout room with Wendell. Right, and you all will do that. All right, so Kern, just X off the share link there so that everybody would see the join code as well. Right, and
Is everyone on the supporters? Okay, so we could probably start this quiz for the supporters.
right, so we have this new link here for the supporters. We're seeing Isaac from Pinto. Are there any other persons? All I'm seeing on my screen is Isaac from Pinto and Ruel. Right, we do have
Everyone's on board.
We have Marcia from Pinto, we have Tisha from La Hocketa, we have Daryl from La Hocketa, we have Unknown from La Hocketa, we have Tumpuna in the house, we have Brazil,
All right.
Five Rivers.
Right, so this is the supporters round. So I'm seeing Amelia, I'm seeing Nyron. This is strictly for supporters.
It is for supporters. Now here's what a word to the wise Arima Asina Five Rivers person here. Welcome Five Rivers. We're really happy to have you. But I'm not let Five Rivers be too upset. In the house, we have Brazil.
All right.
Five Rivers. Somebody is
Right, so this is the supporters round. So I'm seeing Amelia, I'm seeing Nyron. This is strictly for supporters.
somebody's Wendell, do you have stuff on in the background?
No.
It's for supporters. Now here's what a word to the wise Arima Asina Five Rivers. Welcome Five Rivers. We're really happy to have you. Wait a minute, somebody. Isaac, can you please take off your mic?
Right, so this is the supporters round.
So are we ready to start? Are we ready? All right, so Kern, when you are ready to press that start button, we'd be ready, because remember, we do have to get ready for our LATAP district talent show later on. So we don't want them to be too tired. All right. And they're off. Nairan pair is on top. And we have, taking that space is Josiah from Agape. Is Nairan pair? Nairan pair is not even supposed to be here, because Nairan pair is actually a participant. So Nairan, we may have to remove you. Remember, this is for the supporters, not the participants. And so we're sorry, but we'll have to remove you, Nairan. All right. Come on, supporters. You all can do this. You all can do this. All right. We have Josiah from Agape, and he's on top. We have Betty from Lahoketa, and we have Izzy from Pinto. And of course, we have Star, who is there, coming in fourth place. Someone's asking, where are the Brazil people? Seems like the participants really studied, but the Brazil supporters came to support very strong. But did they read some? Right. Let's see. We're seeing some people jumping. Yes, we have Betty from Lahoketa. She's in front with 7,000 points. Now she has 8,700 points. Josiah is still fighting, but she's got 8,000 points. So let's see. Betty is finished. Betty is finished, but there is still a chance to make more than 9,580 points. Let's see. We have Marcia from Pinto. She just made a really, really big jump. We have Tumpuna Pinto. I wonder if that's the entire church. Could it be that the entire church is on one joinmyquiz.com account? I think not. But they are finished, and they finished in 6th place. We still have Betty on top. It seems that Betty has been keeping that position. And Betty is flying the Lahoketa flag very, very high. And you know, Lahoketa just came out of a crusade. And tonight, you would join Lahoketa for the Lahoketa Talparo Brazil district for their talents competition. Of course, it would be streamed on YouTube. The LATAP district will be hosting. Let's see, Betty, it seems that you have kept your position in 1st place, but Josiah dropped to 3rd place because one of his fellow brethren from the Agape Church, Laurie, has taken the 2nd position. We have Star in 4th, Izzy in 5th. Let's see if anybody else can jump higher and take over those places that seem to be, in place already. Seems that we have to do a lot more study on Psalm, because we've got a lot of incorrect answers. I know people have been asking about the questions. Maybe we can look at the questions after.
Let me say, Kizzy, that the viewers, they didn't have access to, or they didn't have studying time, so they are just going based on what they know.
Right. They are going based on what they know. And it seems that they know a bit, but they can know more. But it's great that you've come to support your participants in this Bible Connection. Now, I wonder if anybody knows what Bible Connection is about. Do you know what Bible Connection is actually done every year?
Right? And Shibis is fully aware of it.
Yes, she is. It's a great way to get our young people to study portions of the Bible and, of course, Spirit of Prophecy.
And what we could look forward to is probably at the end of the year, we would be sending out the schedule once again. The schedule goes out, which books would be studied for next year, so that we can prepare much more.
Yes, because this Bible Connection is actually, it's not just a local Arima district thing. It's actually national. It's actually run by the Inter-American organization, and it's done every year. All right. And someone is saying it should be done 4 times a year. Maybe, right? It's interesting that this event, because it's an Inter-American event, it is presented in Spanish, English, and French, right? And of course, it does tend to highlight our outstanding young people who would, of course, study portions of scripture that has been given prior. So, who knows, maybe we can represent South Caribbean Conference. Someone from Arima can represent South Caribbean Conference at Bible Connections 2021. All right, what?
I hope our participants are ready, because the link for the final round for 10 to 15 minutes will take place.
Right, but we still have our participants still taking part. So so they will have, let's say, about 2 more minutes before we end this off.
Let us see who will be topping the charts. Right, so we have La Hoqueta Gapi Pinto.
So Marcel has jumped to 3rd place. Josiah was in 2nd, but he has been relegated to 4th place. Let's see if Marcia can make it higher. Seems that the Pinto supporters have been scoring a little higher than the Pinto participants. Is it that maybe the questions are easier for the supporters, Wendell?
Well, they only have 10 questions. However, to me, it's all the same.
Marcia was in 3rd place, but now we see that me from La Hoqueta has gone to 2nd place. You know what? The person said it's me, so I am taking that score. What do you think, Wendell? Do you think I should take that score because it says me? Wendell is
Pardon
not
me? Oh, pardon me?
I'm saying me from La Hoqueta. So I'm wondering if I should take the points and give it to me church. I'm being challenged here on the chat by Brazil, a Brazil supporter who thinks that I should not.
Yes, and that Brazil supporter is Brazil to her heart.
Yes, but the thing is, I think it's just, La Hoqueta and Pinto, they're very close by. It's just, I don't understand. And there is Fathom. I think what we need to do, we need to close this off, because if Fathom wins this, we may have to send Fathom to represent us nationally.
And that will be forbidden. That is forbidden. We cannot send Fathom for Arima.
And Fathom is first.
Nah. Listen, people.
Come on, we are asking for Arima supporters to come on. We we need
We have Delissa from Pinto.
Yes, we have
Betty, come on, Betty. Betty,
We
you
have
could
Marcia
do
from
it.
Pinto coming up. You know what? I told our Arima supporters, I said, you know what? Let's not let Five Rivers come here and come first. And you know what they did? They tried really, really hard. But you know what? We can do it. We do have people who are still coming up and who may be able to top 9,660. Yes, I do agree. In the chat, one of the Brazil supporters is saying they're doing the same thing that we said not to do. You know, Wendell, this here's another object lesson.
What
You
is
know,
that?
That doing the same things that they were asked not to do. We asked our supporters, our Rima supporters, not to let another district to come in and beat us at our own Bible connection. And what's happening? We're seeing Fathom on top. But you know,
Wow.
sometimes God tells us not to do something, and we still go and we do it our way. So let's see, Fathom, you are right, our next door neighbor. We actually consider you West Arima. Is West? Fathom is west of us, right? Yeah, that's West Arima. Still Arima. Yeah, so that's West Arima. If you're seeing Fathom on the screen, Fathom is a different language, all right, and it means West Arima. Yes, Macasey is saying Father Rima. I think that's wonderful. That is a really, really good name there. Marcia from Pinto, there was some hope, but Marcia has 8,400 points. And Wendell, how long can we keep this out? How long can we try to beat that 9,660?
I'm not sure that is possible at this time because I believe Father would have.
Oh, look, we have Agape. Agape has, but you know something? Agape very close to Fathom, eh? Agape has tripled the Fathom. So thank you very much. They are also Rima West, but they have taken the shame out of Rima East eyes. So, thank you very much, Agape. Agape, we owe you.
No problem, no problem. And to maintain our honor, we close it now.
And thank you very much, supporters, for supporting your churches and adding to the points that they will be getting. So, Wendell, you know, I was asking, what is it that people would do to get ready for Bible Connection? And I was wondering, maybe it's onions, maybe it's cayenne pepper water. But I wonder if they did any sort of exercise, you know, with their fingers, you know, to click the right thing. You know, if there were any kind of exercises, did they do hoops and so forth? Renee saying Brazil obviously did not do any onions. No to the onions. Maybe if Brazil had done the onions, maybe they would have gotten fired.
Okay.
I don't know. You know,
but
I wonder if there were any physical exercises. I know Pinto seemed not to do any onions. Maybe I'm onto something, or maybe I'm not onto anything. But this round is over.
Okay.
And,
what I've noticed, Kizzy, the secret to it, and I would release it on national television. The secret is to do it by tree. You do it 3 times. Do it open book.
Okay.
Then you do it closed, and then you do another round. And you will be surprised to see the improvement on your scores. So you do it first with the open book, check your scores. You do it closed book, check your scores. And then you do it again. And you would realize you would have improved each time. So that has been a tip you could.
You know what I realized, Wendell? That Arima district, they attended our crusade, our uniform crusade, because I'm seeing people saying in the chat they drank from the fountain of living water and ate from the bread of
Whoa.
life, no troubles.
Wow.
You know, they have totally annihilated my onion theory, but that's okay. That is okay. That
Right.
is okay. So,
Okay, Kizzy, let's get on the way. All right. And at this time, our 16 plus age group, they would take over. Right.
So,
So we are, so of course, we are pressed for time.
right. So can you send the link to Kern so that because what happens is that your screen
okay,
is very
definitely.
fuzzy. So
We'll
send
do
it to
that.
Kern and he'll put it up. And we'd like to invite Macasey Brooms. He would also be helping us with this round in terms of giving a bit of commentary. He is from Agape, and I'm sure he'll be rooting for his church. Macasey is the head of outreach in the district. Macasey, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am. Good evening to everyone.
I'd like to welcome Macasey. All right. Let me let everybody say hi. All right. So they're asking Wendell, this category is for whom?
This category is for 16 plus. So the persons who have registered, right, for this event. So that is Brazil by 2, La Hoqueta, Agape, and Pinto Tumpuna. Right, those who would have registered, they would now take 16 plus category, they would now register. Right, so I would have sent the link to Kern. Could you indicate you received it?
Yes, I did. It's opening now.
Okay.
Right. So while Kern is opening, I want to talk to Macasey a bit. Macasey, there's some plans from outreach, and something is launching tomorrow. What is it?
Oh, it's not tomorrow, guys. It is the 8th. Oh, yes, it's tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. You know, these days, this week has been just a difficult week for me, you know. But there's a light at the end of the corner. We have the BAFF. Yes, that's the BAF. Yes, that's our outreach event coming up starting from tomorrow. It's basically a Be a Friend Forever. Now the flyers have been sent out to all social medias that we have for the Arima district and stuff, so you all can go to our Arima A.Y district via the Instagram page, via the Facebook page, via, I think it's on everyone's profile these days.
Right.
That's the talk of the town.
Right. So thank you so much, Macasey. Be a friend forever. Make sure that you adopt someone, choose someone, and be a friend. All right. And so it's launching tomorrow. And of course, on the 29th, we do have our second part of the interview workshop, which will be held by our youth employment officer, who is Renee Joseph. So now we're going to go. The link is going to be shared now by Kern. He's also going to share his screen. The link is in the chat. And when everybody gets in, then he's going to share his screen, and we would see how those participants 16 and over did do in this category. Macasey, what do you think people did to prepare for Bible Connection?
Well, to be honest, I am also a part of that category coming up, you know. We did a lot of studying, you know, and we were also well trained by our trainers. It was like the Olympics again, you know. We did our stretches, we did our heats, our warm-ups, and so on. So you know that we are ready to go. We are ready to go, Kizzy.
That's good. That's good. You know, I want our supporters to really think about that, even if their team did not get gold, silver, or bronze, that they came in there and they have been trying to make it to the finish line. And in this case, sometimes the race is not for the swiftest, but for those who endure to the end. So let's see if Brazil was still top. Let's see if Agape, through their training, will top the chart. So if Pinto, Tumpuna, would come up and score those points and win this Bible connection.
Nice. So we have a comment from Jason. Jason is asking that to ensure that registered persons enter, right? So we do have the names. So when they register, they must have their team name along with their full name, right? If we see two, of course, we will just exit those persons.
Right. So Ken is going to share. And once Ken shares his screen, Wendell, you will, of course, verify if those tokens are to be there. And then we will start. All right, so we have Pfeiffer Cries. This Galaxy A1 core.
Right, so that
Thank
person
you
needs
so
to come out.
much, but we have to remove you. All right, Sway Darker
Yes, out.
as well. Thank you very much for being interested. However, we have to put you out of this one. We have to put this one out. Is that all? It's how many participants? We have Pfeiffer Christ, we have Macasey Agape, we have Gwendolyn Agape, Petal Agape, Jason Agape. We have Pfeiffer Christ, Carissa, Chalice, I don't know who, and we have Simone and the name, I don't want to pronounce your name correctly. Nakenji. And then we have Agape, Jason, Petal, Rachel. Brazil, brethren, RJ3. Are there any more people from Brazil? Just one. We just have one participant.
Brazil brethren could be the entire.
Oh, okay. Wendell, you will tell us when to start.
Well, Kinsey, I just want to say I'll need to vacate now because I'm going across into
Yes.
this category.
And all the best as you go into as you approach the blocks and wait for the start of this
Right.
week.
Thank you.
So Wendell, do we have everyone, and can you give us
Yes,
the okay?
right. So we do have 11 persons inside. Scroll down a bit, screen. Or is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, that's 11.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
And all the best.
Rissa is smiling ear to ear. That means she's coming first.
And we have everyone in alphabetical order, it seems. Let's go. Oh, we have people already starting, and Agape is top with Macasey with his Olympic training. We have Jedediah, Pfeiffer Christ, and we have Agape. Agape seems to be dominating at the moment. But of course, Pinto Tumpuna is giving them a bit of a fight, a challenge. We have Macasey is still on top.
By chance, could we take off the top 5 checkbox so we could see, right?
All right, so we still have Macasey on top with 3,690 points. It seems to be Agape. Agape now has the first 2 spots, the first 2 ranks. Five for Christ, Jedediah dropped to third, but we are seeing that the Five for Christ seems to be dominating the third, fourth, and fifth ranks. Right now, Macasey is quite a bit in front. However, and he has not gotten any incorrect so far, which means that his streak for being in the number one position is more or less secure. Of course, if he gets any incorrect, that might be a problem. We have Rachel Agape second, we have Simone third, Chilis fourth, Gwendolyn fifth, Jedediah sixth. Jedediah did quite a slide into sixth position, but we have Chilis who seems to be teetering between fourth and fifth. We see Jason from Agape did a jump there, but somehow it was not enough to reach in the top three positions. We have Gwendolyn moving up. Macasey has still maintained his position. He's actually almost, let's say, 100 and something points. I'm not very good at math. In front, and Rachel has maintained her second position.
Rachel is pretty steady.
Very steady. I think that incorrect answer might have weakened her a bit, but she is still strong enough to stay in second position. Simone is in third, and we are seeing Agape dominating the top two positions, which is very admirable. And their supporters as well dominated in their category, which is a very good sign of Bible study. We are seeing the supporters in the chat saying hashtag Team Agape. I really thought that the Brazil supporters would be a little more vocal.
I really wanna, as much as I wanna say so much, I must be fair. I must be partial. So I guess I know Renee would have come on last minute, so she's doing her utmost best.
All right, but look, but we're seeing that the supporters are now saying Team Brazil, and that's the thing. You know, it's really easy to sit here and say, you know what, this one is sliding into fifth position or that one's in fifth position, but it can be quite unnerving to do something like this, to study God's word and also put yourself to the test. You know, we have Agape still though in first and second position, and it's really nice to see them, you know, they're dominating first and second, and they are quite a way in front. Macasey is almost 7,000 points in front. However, he has been weakened a bit. Macasey just got one incorrect, which means he has opened himself to being overrun by someone else. Of course, everyone else seems to have gotten more
I'm
incorrect.
very much impressed with Rachel, because she
has been very, very, very steady.
Solid as a rock.
She's in second place. She's finished. She is in second place. Macasey is in first place, and Simone is in third place. What we have to look at is to see if anyone would be able to beat those scores. The scores are as follows: 20,730 for Macasey, and for Rachel from Agape as well, 20,340. Simone tried. She's in third position, but she was not able to beat those two scores. We have Chilis, Gwendolyn, Jedediah, Petal, Jason, Brazil Brethren coming up, and they may be able to jump to the front of the line. Who knows? In the house we have Pastor Carew. Pastor Carew, welcome to Bible Connections, Arima District Bible Connections 2021. And I'm sure Pastor Carew might be smiling from ear to ear because Agape is part of his pastoral district, and they have been dominating this category of the Bible Connection 2021. Really good work, Agape. Yes, Pastor Carew says he's actually smiling. You know, it's really, really good to see that we've had so many participants. You know, I really think that we can really continue doing this every year. Wendell, what do you think?
Yes, definitely. I'm thinking about, because we weren't able to introduce all the questions to the participants, I'm thinking we may have a part 2 before the year ends. And that should lead as a precursor. Hopefully we get the schedule by time for next year to introduce it one time. So some questions were omitted due to time, but they were saved, of course, and we would be introducing it at a later time. So stay connected. We want all the teams to stay together as much as possible. I could continue sending out practice questions in preparation for the part 2, so that persons could really have that full experience of Bible connection.
Yes. And it's always a good thing to come together and study God's word. It's always a good thing. And I'm really happy that, you know, you're seeing smiling faces and people are excited to show that they have studied and what they studied. You know, Wendell, we have not really shared the questions.
Oh, yes.
Everybody is finished, Kern? Yes, so we have first place Makesi of Agape, we have Resha from Agape, and we have 5 for Christ, that's Pinto Tumpuna, Shalise in 3rd position. So Kern, can you press on with questions so that people can see, you know, get an idea of what the questions were?
All right, so let me just make mention to the scorers. Have no fear. We are downloading the results via Microsoft Excel. So we would be sharing the results so that we can be able to tabulate the total.
So sorry. Yeah, so we have the questions. Here we have question 1, question 2 at the beginning of chapter 10. What does David ask? God, you know, whose ways of reverse boasts of his heart design, does not seek after God? What is the wicked say in his heart? You know, it's interesting, you know, sometimes you think that you know the answer, and then what you think you know may not have been the correct answer. Right? So this is a preview of or a post view of what the questions were, a review, not a preview, a review of what the questions were. All right, so that's it for this category.
All right.
All right.
So, Kern, is it possible for you to just click the download results button? It will be saved to your PC so that we can have our scorers fully equipped to tabulate. All right. So I would have posted the other link for our second round, which is just 15 questions for our same participants. So they would log on soon after. So the code will be generated, and our 16 plus category, this is your final round. 15 questions, and this is your open book round. This is your open book round. So, yes, you have not studied, right? You didn't just
What's
you
the
didn't
code?
get
I'm
a
not seeing
chance
it.
to go through Patriarchs and Prophets. You can get your book, right? And
You know
be
what,
prepared.
Wendell? As a teacher, I know that a lot of times my students really like to, they ask for open book tests, but I think that those are the hardest ones, you know?
Yeah.
So be careful. If you don't know where to look in the book, you may not be able to get the answer.
Wow.
So they're looking at Patriarchs and Prophets.
Yeah. Let me just say, could you, I think you will see it on your dash. To the top right hand, you will see download results. You should see that link there. I just want to ensure that he has all the results downloaded.
Can I get the code for the next quiz?
Yes, that
I'm
is
not
being
seeing it
generated.
in my.
It's coming. It's
It's
coming.
coming.
It's coming.
Oh.
What we're doing, we're giving you some time to kind of flip through the pages of Patriots and Prophets, you know, to kind of loosen those pages, you know, so that you'll be able to go through the book and you know, because you know what the answer is, but you know the exact answer. All right, we're giving you some time. All right. Right, I wonder if Mackenzie said that Agape trained as if they were training for the Olympics. Huh? So I
Yes,
wonder
yes, yes.
if they did hurdles and so forth for this one, Brenda. What do you think?
Huh. Wow. Take it a fall, you get it over a hurdle.
So as we wait on Kim to share our link. Wendell, did you send the link with it or?
Yes, he has it private. So, Kuna, you seen the link? I sent you a link just about 5 seconds ago. No? Okay. Let me just pull it back.
All right, so we're asking all of the participants take a deep breath. All right, say a prayer. Because this is the final round, and this is the round that will tell if you really know where to find your answers in an open book test. All right, the code is coming. This is in every book test, you have like a period before where you can kind of look through and stuff. This is the period, so you know the code is coming. It is coming.
Kun, you got it?
One of the participants says that we are stressing them out by waiting so long for this code and talking all of this talk before the exam. But we were hoping to really calm your nerves. So we just want you to breathe. You've got this. I'm seeing in the future some pause for people saying, you know, they've been distracted. That's why they did not remember the answers. But don't worry, if you knew the answer, if you know it now, you would know it then. Yes. In through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, so the code The link has been sent, and the participants, only the participants will join. Only
Same
the
participants, 16
Yes.
plus.
Right? Supporters, you can support in the chat. All right. Say a prayer that the participants will remember what they've studied. All right. And Kern will share his screen. And Brenda will now verify to ensure that the persons who have entered are the persons who are supposed to be there.
Right, so we had 13 persons. One more.
Okay, so we have Agape, Gwendolyn, we have Five for Christ, Jedediah, and Kenji on the Kenji. Five for Christ, Simone, Chalice, Five for Christ. We have the Agape crew, Jason, Patel, Macasey, and we have Carissa, who's also Five for Christ, and Brazilian Brethren. We also have Wits. Is Wits coming in for Brazil? Is this a last minute addition to the
Right. Yes, so
the
apparently,
team?
yes, so she's been seeing that there were 16 plus who had to leave due to a power outage in their area, which is given in.
So are you telling me that that Wits is the team B that you have brought on to help try to win this?
Well, she's alongside Rennie, who seems to be a bit struggling at the moment. So I'm sure she is welcoming this new addition.
Okay, so we seem to be ready,
Right, so let's go.
and all the best to the team. And they're off. Wow, Brethren has claimed the first position. Can they maintain it? We have Five for Christ Chalice, that's the Pintatum Puna group. We have Agape and Brazil. We have two third positions. Two people have the exact same score. That is two Agape persons. Let's see. Petal has inched her way into third position. And the Brazil Brethren, they're still dominating the top. They're actually up at 4,840 points. It really, really, really seems as if they are going to make this. Let's hope that they don't get any incorrect. We have Chili's in second position and Agape in third position. Agape is still giving a fight. But
It's good
Brazil
to see.
Brethren is there
It's good.
still.
It's good to see that we have Five for Christ, leading. They're on top spot. In the top three. We have Simone.
It is Simone and Chili's are in second and third.
And then we have Rachel, who maintained, she was so steady, second place in the last round. However, she's just fourth, but I know she would try her very best to get back on top.
Yeah, she seems to be sliding, but
Ooh.
these questions on Patriots and Profits seem to be giving a bit of problems. But Brazilian Brethren RJ3 seems to know this one. Yes, and the Brazil fans are going crazy. They are carrying on first position, and the rate that Brazilian brethren RJ3 is going, it seems that the others don't have a chance unless if that person gets one incorrect. She has 15,180 points in first place, and the second place Chile has 7,090 points. She seems to be struggling a bit. But
Is this
oh my, Wendell,
is this a Usain Bolt finish?
it seems that way, but I'm seeing Wits is actually fighting to the top as well. It looks like Mackenzie of Agape didn't do well in his training with the Patriots and Prophets book. We did say that the hurdles might have been a problem, you know. Brazil is on top. Pinto Tumpuna is second, and Agape is third. We have Simone Witz just slid back to fifth position. Now we have Jedediah has just jumped ahead of Witz. Rachel of Agape is there still fighting, and of course we have Petal in eighth position. And wow, Wendell, Brazilian bread. Is that Renee? Renee is finished. She has 16,430 points, and the rest of the contestants are there trying to meet her score, but she seemed to have had accuracy and speed on her side today.
Yes, I seen Renee came out with a vengeance after her last round wasn't to her best, and she really took it. Got down on her knees. She made sure and bruised those knees so that she can.
I must say
that she has 16,000.
she is representing. She has represented very well in this category, and Chile has maintained her position as well. She did get quite a few incorrect, but she has made up for it, and she's now in second place with 11,220 points. Mackenzie has finished, and he's in fourth place, with 7,900. But Jedediah of Piper Price is in third position with 9,060 points. Let's see if Witz, Petal, Jason, and the rest could maybe jump ahead from their position. But as of now, it seems that Brazil has taken this category. Yes, let's go Team Brazil. And the chat is filled with Brazil supporters supporting in all caps.
I'm seeing somebody supporting Brazil while playing. Is that possible?
Yes, it's very, very possible.
Wow.
You know,
that is skilled.
In the Olympics, you represent your country, you represent your team, and in any way that you can. So it seems as if that is what's happening. You know, the Brazilians seem to be on top for this one. However, second and third place on the podium right now, we have the Pinto Tumpuna group with Chilis and Jedediah, both from the Pinto and SDA Church. And then we have Agape in both fourth and fifth position. So I would say that the domination in the different categories were from different churches. However, the first round was Brazil, and our last category was also Brazil. So I guess Brazil just loves to give us that heart-thumping experience in these sort of competition. All right, it seems that it's over. Is it over?
Just one more.
One more person, and no one was able to pass Renee's score of 16,430. She was clear in front, And she says this is the one that she studied for. And therefore it showed. It really, really showed. She knew exactly where to look in the book, or maybe she knew the answers from the top of her head.
Again, I just have one thing to say.
What's it?
One little thing. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Yeah, boy.
It seemed that McCasey came out of the block and he jumped the first hurdle and knocked into the rest.
What?
But that's okay.
I guess the consolation for McCasey could be he's number 7. It's a perfect number. I think
Exactly.
he
After, exactly. Dr. Laura knows that. He knows that. You know?
would. All right. So Kern has done the due diligence by downloading the results. Kern, could you confirm? Once it's right.
Yes.
Once it's downloaded. Correct. Right. So so now we end our 16 plus round. Thank you to the 16 plus so much. Right. And at this time, we want to engage our surprise support. Our surprise support team is on. And this surprise support is a group of persons, a group of individuals who I asked them to be a part of this quiz. They did not know that it would be a quiz. As a matter of fact, they were only given the info this morning. And so they agreed to be a part of this event. What would happen with this surprise support is that they would be aligned to one of these teams, the participants, these groups, to give additional points to their team, right? But bearing in mind, they are all on the same level because they did not study. So let us engage our support team. So Kern would be in the process of sending the code. So I would just ask that the support team, you join myquiz.com and be ready to put in that code.
You know what's happening here, Wendell? Even though we are virtual, I can feel the tension. You know, I think that people are wondering, you know, what's happening? Which one of these support people would be going to be going to my team? You know, am I backing the right person? Right? And I'm wondering what the support, the secret support, the surprise support, like Jenna and Star and what are they thinking right now? You know?
I don't know if Star could just share her thoughts.
Well, I'm definitely thinking, Lord, what did I get myself into here?
Oh yes, Star.
Well, you got yourself into something
Well,
that's good. Jenna, I see that you are one of the surprise supporters. Jenna, how are you feeling going into this race?
Listen to me, confidence is everything. Let me go, let me go, let me go.
All right, so here we go.
Wendell,
Did you send the link yet?
Which link?
Kern?
All right, Kern, are you seeing this link? I sent it already, but I sent it again. Seen it?
Yeah.
All right.
Kizzy, you know what I like about our surprise guests? They are so enthusiastic. You know, they are ready, they are excited.
Yeah,
to go.
man. Let's do it.
All right, who are, it's just 2 surprise guests? Wendell?
The code is coming. No, there's a third one.
All right, that's it.
Yep.
All right.
Desmond is back in as well.
Oh yes. AMCEC.
All right, go to Troy My Quiz. It's up. Good. The student get the link.
Yeah, I think he's loaded.
It's coming up.
All right, it's up.
All right.
4622073. 4622073. And for persons who may be looking on this feature is just the, I guess, just to enhance what Bible Connection is about. Just to let persons know that, you know, it's fun. Just get involved and let's see how best we can study God's word together.
All right, we have Star, we have Jenna, I'm seeing Pinto. All right, so Pastor Kuru, thank you very much for being here with us and supporting us. We have Star, we have Jenna. Who was the other person? Is it Desmond?
Yeah, Desmond, Whitney.
Whitney? Where's Whitney? Where's Desmond? I'm seeing Pinto. Is that person probably surprised too? I mean, we won't mind.
I don't know.
I'm already logged
Pinto.
in.
Who's already logged in?
Or Justin. Oh.
Justin, okay.
Kizzy, I believe Pinto is just trying to get some extra marks, you know, as they didn't do good in the last two categories.
So we could.
That's okay. That's okay.
Could Justin indicate if he is as Pinto? If not, we need to remove some persons here.
Wendell, can you remove Jenna, please? I'm there twice by error.
Okay.
All right. So we have Marcia Pinto.
I'm seeing myself.
Pinto, and we have Pinto. This is just the surprise supporters, right? It's not for any. It's not an open category. So we have to remove. Marcia is not one of them, right?
No.
So Marcia, sorry, we have to remove you. Ruel, who is Ruel Pinto, and who is Pinto? We have to remove those persons, and they'll have to. Is Justin one?
Yes, Justin is one.
So Justin, we'll remove you, and you would come back in as Justin. We're taking out Ruel from Ruel Pinto and Pinto. Right. So Mackenzie Pinto would like to correct you. In the last rounds, they came second and third. Even though they didn't get first position, they did get other positions that were high positions. So they'd like to correct you.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
All right. So we are not seeing Whitney.
Marcia Pinto has to be removed as well. Where is Whitney? We're not getting Whitney, and it's getting late because the tab, they have a program tonight. So
Whitney is there. I'm seeing Whitney.
Is Justin in?
You're seeing them on the screen.
No, not seeing Justin.
Desmond, Jenna, Whitney, and myself are in.
Just 3 persons are in: Jenna, Desmond, and Star. Whitney, are you there? Desmond, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm logged in. I'm seeing that I'm playing with 3 other persons. So you're probably just not seeing it until it starts.
Okay. That's interesting. That is not a good sign.
Yes, I'm in
But
as well.
Justin is not there. Justin is not there yet.
The person who is hosting it is not seeing you also. That's
I'm
it.
not seeing you. I'm only seeing persons active.
All right. Is it that you which may need to exit and come back in?
Yeah, delete Whitney and let she come back in.
I can't delete her.
So, because he's not seeing. Yeah, he's not seeing her at all. There are only 3 persons. That if you look at the screen, you will see there are 3 persons.
All right.
So follow the link again.
To be safe, Kern, do you want to end it and just create a code? Another.
I'll be a new code altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If everybody's okay with that, no problem.
Because Whitney saying she's in, but you're not in.
Okay, so Whitney just came in. All right, so he's not coming. No one is to leave. Please, no one leave. Whitney. It's supposed to have 4 persons, right, Vandal?
5?
5.
Yeah.
Is Justin there?
Justin is missing.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin's still not there.
Is Justin on? Is Justin here in the Zoom?
No, I'm not seeing him. All right, so it's 4. Yeah. Let's go with the 4.
So do we know whose points are going to which church or group?
Because we need to examine who was short so that we could compensate. So I don't want to say just yet,
All right.
but we will notify the teams of who they were assigned.
All right, so let's see. The surprise
I
supporters.
selling my points because after Sabbath, I selling my points.
Whoa.
Jenna, please behave yourself. Let's go.
Let's go.
Starting.
I just wanted to know how much. All right, and they are off.
A very steady start.
Oh, and Jenna, who
All
is
right.
supposed to be selling her points, she's out in front.
He's off
All
the
right.
blocks, as they say.
Yes. out
Yes,
of the front.
followed by Desmond.
All right, we have Desmond and we have Jenna.
And Star. And Wids behind.
Now we have Star. She's at 820. They have 830, 890. It seems as if these questions are very tough because they're moving slowly, so they're not going to get marks for time, and we were hoping they would get marks for accuracy. However, it seems as if it's going to be a tough one for the surprise support. We have Jenna still coming out in front. She has 1,740 points, and she's still in the front. Desmond seems to be struggling. Star just jumped ahead, and then she just slid right back to 3rd position. Desmond is now in 1st position.
But heading, we have Jenna tailing him behind.
Jenna is still tailing behind. We have Wits, who tried very hard to help out Brazil as a Brazilian, and now she is here trying her best as a surprise supporter, but she seems to be struggling a bit with these questions. Wendell, I think we really have to help out our surprise supporters as well with our Bible connection. Star is still in front. She has 2,500 points. However, Jenna is very close behind. Desmond dropped to 3rd position, and Wits is holding on to that 4th place. She's holding on. If it's one thing we can say, she is consistent.
Yes, that is true.
Correct is right.
And what is nice about this? As the questions go along, you get more. As you get more questions correct, sometimes you get bonus points to go forward even further. So you can be last and then answer 2-3 questions, and then you're up to 1st.
It seems that Desmond decided that Whitney was looking very, very, very comfortable in fourth position, so he decided to try it out and see how it looks. Star is still in front. That our surprise supporters, they are reading very slowly, or they are thinking very profoundly, because time is not what they're good at in this particular category. Also, it seems that they only have 43% accuracy. Yes, somebody is saying pressure here. The churches are wondering what are the prices attached to these particular scores.
Kizzy,
Yes.
Kizzy,
Yes.
I think we need a little Bible study in the middle of the Sabbath because they need some Bible study.
You know, Mackenzie is saying this because he trained as an Olympian.
Yes,
You know?
yes, Kizzy.
Yes, he
Kizzy,
trained.
you know,
But
you know what happened to me?
I must tell you that that last category really had you.
Kizzy, you know, let me just put it out there. Kizzy, for that last category, I had no phone, Kizzy. Kizzy, I couldn't even be able to study, Kizzy, for that last category, Kizzy.
You know the excuses we make, eh? The
so
excuses we
that,
make.
No, my phone got run off on the highway, Kizzy.
Yes, yes. I see that Desmond is here in fourth position. He seems to be very comfortable there, but Jenna has jumped ahead of Star. She has 6,590 points. Star has 6,060 points. And Desmond seems to be comfortable in fourth. And of course, Wits is there, trying her best. You know, the thing is, their accuracy has actually gone up to 58%, which is a good thing.
Kern rightfully says it. Jenna is the jumper.
Yes.
Kizzy, I think Agape is right. Send that check for Jenna already.
I think she
Yes.
is. I think they are. Okay.
Yeah. They'll buy her for sure.
All of these trading and so forth, they don't even know what is the cost per point. But just know that you have to give some tithe, and you also have to give some to the district. Whitney is in first position. Oh my, Whitney jumped to first position with 9,855 points. Wow. And Miss Jenna Selha Points is in fourth position. So yes, I guess
gotta cancel that check.
but Desmond was not very comfortable in fourth position. He has jumped to second place. But Star has taken him over. She is maybe about 700 points in front of him, but Wits is really fine in front. She's finished. She's in first place with 12,375 points. But let's see if anybody will be able to beat that score. Star seems to be coming from behind. However, you know, does have a chance if she doesn't answer anything wrong after this. Desmond is back in fourth position. You know, he was in second and then third, but maybe he thought, you know, fourth position was much more comfortable. You know, Jenna is back in second. Maybe she really wants to sell those points, so she's second. Let's see if she will jump ahead of Whitney. But right now, Wits is still in first place. Star is in fourth place.
Wow.
Yes, I guess Star decided to test out the cushions of fourth place, and Desmond has jumped to second. Jenna is down to third. Jenna, you can do this. She has maintained her position. Jenna is now in fourth place. You know, I wonder, you know, in first place, the value of your points, you know, dollar value will be high, but in fourth position, I wonder if, you know, there's any value, if they'll have to float that dollar.
Well,
so right now we have Wits in first position, Desmond is second place. Can he? And he seems that he's going to be maintaining that second place. Star is in third place, and Jenna is in fourth position. I think. Yeah.
Kizzy, I just have
Kizzy.
one thing to say, Kizzy.
Oh, and Desmond takes it.
That's Desmond.
Desmond takes it.
Well,
Desmond takes it.
Well, Pastor Kuru just left for the board meeting to sign that check for Desmond. Agape got you, boy.
So yes, it is. Even though he isn't finished as yet, Desmond is in first position. We have second place we have third place Star, and we have fourth place Jenna. Thank you very much. They have 65% accuracy. So they started off a little shaky, but the ending was strong. Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Congrats to the surprise team.
Correct is right.
Yes. Jenna is still selling her points to those who are willing to pay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Desmond.
Well done, Desmond.
Right, so
yeah.
Kun has downloaded the results. So we want to thank Kun for carrying us through these pieces with the quizzes. So at this time we would want to close. However, what would happen is that we would have downloaded the results so that we'd actually need some time to dissect, because we know some teams had less persons, so we need to review all the scores and see where we could make it as fair as possible. With that being said, we would be giving those teams that transparency so that they would understand why we would have placed certain points to certain groups, because they were short in different areas. So I really want to thank the teams, Fight for Christ, Agape, that is Pinto Tumpuna Road. We have Bible Hunters from La Hoqueta. We have Agape, right? And we have the Brazilian Brethren, as well as Team Blanc. Really want to thank you all for supporting. As I said, this will be a part 2. This will definitely be a part 2 before the year ends. So continue to keep your groups, because we would be coming with more questions, and because we really haven't exhausted all the questions within SAM. So look out for it, and we do hope that you had a fun time. Right, so Kizzy, could you cruise us off?
Okay, thank you all for coming. I just want to remind us that tonight at 7:30, Latab's Got Talent is on.
Correct.
Tune in, it's on YouTube, right? Go to the La Hoqueta Seventh-day Adventist Church YouTube page, and take in from 7:30 this evening, Latab's Got Talent. All right. Of course, please go to our YouTube page and click subscribe, and continue working together as a district. Let us study God's word together. Let us pray together, play together. And of course, as we work in this vineyard, win souls for Christ and make it to heaven when Jesus comes. So thank you very much for participating and for attending, and for also being patient through our technical difficulties. May God continue to bless us all. In the chat, there is a link. I think that is for the Tab's Got Talent. All right. So that's it for this evening. We will now bow our heads as we have a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you so much for the opportunity we had to come together as a district, dear Father, to have this tournament. We thank you, dear Lord, for those who tried, for those who supported, for those who were successful, for those who took up the challenge, dear Lord, to study. We pray, dear Lord, that others who feel impressed to do the same will do so, dear Father, get that added push and inspiration, dear Father, to study your word. Thank you, dear Lord, for your love and your mercy, dear Lord, and we ask you to bless each and everyone who is looking at this program, who is involved, dear Father, and help them, dear Lord, and help us, dear Lord, and as we study your word, that we will grow in your love with each other. Thank you for your love and your mercy, we pray. In Jesus' name of thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. Okay, let's ask